Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are feeling fantastic. It's so good to have you guys back. So today we are going to go ahead and do a pick a card reading based on what is coming your way, what changes are happening. So we are going to go ahead and do some predictions on opportunities, what's happening in your life right now, what to expect. I did just post a pick a card on my Instagram if you guys are interested. I'm also doing a Reiki healing giveaway session, and I am closing this out today, okay? Also, if you have a pending reading with me and you have not heard from me and it's past the due date and we have not talked this week, please email me with pending reading or DM me, whatever is easier for you. Sometimes it's easier through email and sometimes it's easier through Instagram. You guys decide. I want to go ahead and say, wow, thank you so much for all of you who have donated to the channel. I am absolutely grateful, super grateful for all of you. And also, I would like to say thank you so much to my generous subscriber who donated to my channel yesterday via Cash App. Thank you so much for thinking about me. It really means a lot. And I do take notice when you guys send me a 222, a 333, a 55, and there was another case where there was a 111. So yes, wow, deep gratitude. Thank you so much. And I am sending you all of my love for all of your manifestations, and through my ancestors, I am wishing that you guys all, live abundantly and that you all live graciously the way you desire, okay? For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome in, you guys. I am a psychic medium. I do read tarot intuitively. I start with the channeled message and then I move on to the description of the cards. I am clairvoyant, I am clairaudient, and I am a medium, and I do have all that information to book a personal with me. Also, I do want to say, if you are feeling generous and would like to donate to the channel, I do again have all that information below. I have my indie deck wish list, I have my Cash App, I have my Amazon wish list, and all that cool stuff. So as you can see, we are we are adding this to the channel. So my subscriber bought me this, donated this to the channel, which is amazing. And here I am. We are leveling up. Yes, we are. We are worthy of this level up. So let's go ahead and see what is happening. What is going on? We're going to go ahead and do some predictions. Okay, so what is next? Let's go ahead and see. And thank you so much for the kind emails as well. Just because you haven't donated doesn't mean that it doesn't go unseen. I do appreciate all of your support. The first pile is the She-Wolf Tarot that I bought with the donations. Yes, yes. And the second pile is going to be the Muse. The third is going to be the Aquarian Tarot. Okay? So let's go ahead and tune into your intuition and see what is happening. Think about what changes are ahead for you. If you need more time, pause the video. Yeah? Okay, let's go ahead and see what's happening for pile one. So what changes are ahead? I want to go ahead and use the Color Oracle, which I absolutely love. I also, I bought this myself for our channel because it's fantastic. Really big on auras, you guys. By the way, I have been really diving into some past life Akashic. I've been working on past life readings for quite some time, so that is something that I am offering if you guys are interested, okay? Also twin flame connections with the readings, okay? And your past life connections in terms of your twin union. I love the Akashic records. I'm big on that. So pile one, let's see what is going on with my pile ones. and matters of what's happening in your life. What is changing right now? What is transforming? And then we'll see what is transforming for you right now. Okay, so a lot of you guys are in the process of a caterpillar moment. Okay, so this is about you're really working your way up. Charity and trust, self-love. You're really working your way up to a transformation. And right now, a lot of you guys are in the caterpillar stage, pure love, what's happening in your life right now. And I feel a big part of this right now, there's been a lot of hard work around your life. I'm getting a lot of sweating. I'm getting a lot of working hard in the field. We have Iris, Eternal Spring. There's a level of vision here. A lot of you guys are represented by the number 9, and I'm getting the number 1. So this is very intense, you guys, and it's intense in such a beautiful way because 9 is about spiritual wisdom. It's about higher awareness. It's about I always think of, Sagittarius, 9th house. I think of karmic cycles. I also think about learning experiences, being a teacher and on path to becoming a teacher of self and a teacher of others. A lot of you guys have been really, really working on something really hard. I'm getting a lot of sweating, a lot of hard work, a lot of determination, and a lot of focus, okay? I'm also seeing that some of you have been working on cultivating this beautiful rose garden, you guys. It's absolutely beautiful. And, we talk about roses as you see them here. These are dahlias, but flowers hold such a high frequency. One of the reasons why I love flowers is because it really elevates the mood. It really enhances your sense of self-love, which is very, very prominent here with this self-love card. So there's a lot of movement in terms of your inner work, okay? There's a big shift here, very big shift. And I am getting that moving through now till March, a lot of you guys are going to manifest a new dream. And a big part of this is your own investment, not only in yourself, but collectively. A lot of you guys are going to be teaching something very important in life. And if it's not teaching, this is about creating your own business, something that makes you feel very worthy of your own, like it makes you feel good about yourself, okay? So where are you in life right now, pile 1? Okay, I'm hearing transition. Something about your eyes. Maybe you guys have had some issues around your eyes. There's something here that caught you by surprise that maybe threw off your vision a little bit, because I'm getting a lot of pain in your eyes. Maybe you guys are experiencing some dry eyes. But, when I think of the eyes, I think of the connection to your third eye chakra. So something is going on with your intuition, or something recently happened that threw your own personal foresight off. There's a level of hard work, but a lot of you guys may not be tuning into a clear set of eyes, of vision forward. Something about the way you have been working. Yes, it's been a lot of work. I'm seeing a lot of determination. I'm getting a lot of Capricorn energy, Leo, Aries, Virgo, but it's like this issue with the eyes really represents how you're seeing your own life right now, you guys. There's something that is blocking your beautiful vision, something that is blocking a lot of your manifestation. Maybe you guys are not wanting, you're not wanting to see something, or something that you saw really hurt you, or it hurt your life, okay? All paths lead to home. Thank you to my subscriber who was gracious enough to, gift me this deck. We have inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So it's funny because I mentioned the eyes, and we have intuition. Again, I mentioned the third eye chakra, and then we have turn your gaze within. So again, there's a level of needing to really be gentle with yourself during this time. There's something that has been I don't know why I'm hearing acidic in terms of your foresight. So what is really blocking you from being honest with yourself? What is hurting within your heart? Because, you know, the third eye is very connected to your ascending heart and your heart chakra. You channel from your heart. This is where you receive your joy. This is where you give joy. So if this is blocked, it's going to be really hard to tap into your intuition. And we all need our intuition, because this is where we tap into what we call a vibe, where we call our instincts, right? So right now, I feel there's a level of, you guys have been working so hard. Like, I'm seeing some serious planting, serious hard work in your life. But it's like something is not really, clear. Okay. So what's going on in your life? And I think a big part of it is you guys have been working for wealth. I'm hearing you're working for wealth, and I'm also hearing fifth house. So look at your fifth house in astrology. This is really complementary to your hobbies or to your joy, your inner child. Okay. We have baby steps in reverse, and we have activated earth in reverse. So yeah, there's a level of, let's take a look, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Power places, trust where you are led. You know, I'm getting a lot of you guys are trying to pursue a dream right now. And it can be any magnitude. This could be school. This could be a dream that you have for yourself. It could be a spark of an inspiration. It could be like an aha moment of wanting to change something in your life. It doesn't have to be monumental, but I'm always going to say, dream bigger. I'm always going to give you a platform where you can think and you can grow bigger, because I don't believe in minimizing. I don't believe in saying this is all you're good for. That's not what I'm here to do. Okay, so even if you are working a 9 to 5 and, you know, to you it's not big enough, it's big for me. So something here you are really trying to build. Maybe a lot of you guys are in silence, really building. And there's a lot of flow. There's a lot of work being done. It's amazing because my vision looked just like this, like a lot of planting, a lot of energy around the soil. But I will say, what I feel is that maybe you guys are going through some trauma, okay? Something that hurt you, and you're having a hard time seeing your truth, okay? So this is really blocking your work, because a lot of you are working for wealth, or maybe you're working for stability, but nothing is coming from your heart right now, okay? So nothing is really coming from your heart. And so this is the issue, is that something is hurting you and you don't want to turn it within. Baby steps in reverse talks about maybe, you know, you're not really letting yourself grow slowly. There's an impatience here. Some of you guys are working so hard and you're hurting from some kind of trauma right now that just happened to you, and you're still pushing forward. Hats off to you, my loves. Kudos. Yes, I get it. You're working hard. You're resilient. You're pushing forward. I see it. I see you. I get it. But I want you to understand that right now, you have to allow yourself to take your time. Give yourself one step at a time. Give yourself a sacred space. Your angels and your spirit guides, your ancestors are saying, give yourself some time. You got to slow down. Something about the earth here, you know, where you're led in reverse. You guys are having a hard time really understanding where you're going, even though there's a lot of work being put in, okay? I'm hearing November. So there's going to be some major shifts. I'm having a vision of fireworks. So a lot of news, unexpected gifts, unexpected changes that are really going to shock you. I had a dream about lightning last night that I saw my hands like really shift in, you know, there was a lot of lightning coming out of my hands. And so when I did my meditation this morning, and I'm sharing this because I feel like you guys are very activated right now, in November, this lightning energy, a lot of this wow factor is going to come from your manifestation. It's coming from the light of God, okay? It's coming from the light of the Holy Spirit. So I looked up the meaning of lightning coming from the hands, and it is very much so connected to God and the Holy Spirit. So you guys are really transitioning these big energies around becoming something very big for yourself, okay? And even if you can't see it, right? So even if you can't see this part of yourself right now, your guides are saying take your time and really plant your seeds. Don't make rushed mistakes. Don't rush anything right now, okay? So what gifts are coming in for you right now? Let's go ahead and see. What gifts are coming in for you? So we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Let's see what else. What gifts are coming in for you? A lot of you guys have been dreaming. Something about psychic dreaming. Your guides are saying pay attention to your dreams and write them down. Write down your dreams. Also, there's something about you've had a dream house, you've had a dream job, you've had a dream transition, and there is something here revolving a dream that is coming into fruition, okay? Something that you've always wanted, because a lot of you guys have been in the Saturn return for a while, or you've been in a heavy, maybe Saturn transit, something very painful. And it's almost like you've had to kind of surrender a lot of, surrender a lot of your ego and a lot of old parts of yourself. And it's never easy to let go of ego-driven desires. We all have a healthy amount of ego, but this is something it's not easy for us to detach from the things that we know. We are very routine-oriented people. So, we do have the Knight of Swords, and then, let's see what's going on here. What's coming in for you? So what are the gifts? What are the changes that are ahead? Let's go ahead and see. Let's see one more. What are the gifts? And then we'll look at the changes, okay? So I just had a vision of a clock turning 10:10. I just saw in my vision 10:10. Okay, wow. That is about an ending of a cycle, a beginning of a new cycle. So what is changing for you, Pile One? Some of you guys have never dreamed about having, it's almost like you never thought this was going to be possible, but I'm getting a very elite position at work. It's like you're manifesting work that is very powerful. It's something that's super tuned in, okay? Yeah, I'm getting handshaking. You guys are deciding to sign off a contract, number one. Number two, this could also represent signing off on something very big. So anything involving contracts is going to happen for you in November. And I'm also getting something about the dreams are manifesting and they're really materializing in the 3D. So it's really important for you to become in tune with what it is that you're doing. We have the cosmic union, and really learn how to accept something about you guys. I want you guys to accept your blessings. I don't know if you guys have been blocking it with some negativity. Accept the blessings in your life. Be open to the blessings. Be open to what's happening in your life with an open heart and an open mind, okay? We do have the Knight of Swords here, and then we have the King of Cups, and then we have the Page of Swords. So the gift here is cosmic union can also be about love. I'm getting a connection to, there could be two different things. Some of you guys are going to be making some serious movement around your twin flame union. Others, I feel you are creating a sacred space where you are completely connected to the Creator. You're connecting to God. You're connecting to your faith. and in such a way that you are going to be mastering a lot of this magician energy, or you're mastering a lot of this universal law. Like you're really big on, it's like you're going to think it and then it's going to manifest itself. So you guys have some serious crown chakra power right now. A lot of third eye that needs to be cleansed. Like if you guys can really allow yourself to cleanse your third eye, activate your crown, there's something about your manifestation that's coming up that is seriously packing a punch. Like there's a lot of power. Then we have the Knight of Swords. So there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of communication. Maybe you guys are going to be feeling restless. So what's happening right now as a gift, it talks about fast energy. And when I think of manifesting and energy, I think it's a perfect time, because if something is moving pretty quick, that means there's a lot of power. Okay, so you guys can really combine these two and throw it into the universe and really get it out there. Okay. So, but for me, this is also about communication. Some of you guys, if that didn't resonate, you are getting communication from a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone who is a silent strength. Someone, it could be a fire sign as well, or a Taurus moon, I'm hearing specifically. Twin flame union coming in, someone who is going to come in with a lot of action, a lot of communication, asking you to move in with them. For some of you, it's going to be a situation where it's very sudden. They're going to say, I want you to move in with me. For others, there's going to be just talks of how can we elevate our union or our situation here. In terms of what is happening here, what changes, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, we have Ten of Pentacles, and then we have the Seven of Wands. So, okay, the changes really involve the way you have perceived your own legacy. If you guys have had a very negative attitude about your life, then you're going to see blocked energy. This is a very crucial time for you, Pile One, my loves. It's really, really important that you acknowledge your power and you really start speaking life into your words, because what's happening here with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse, this is about emptying out the gift of God. Like you're emptying out the gift of the divine. Okay. And if if you are not into religion, take it as it resonates. It could be the creator, it could be the source, it could be whatever you want it to be. But there is a level of ignoring or not wanting to really tune into your magic. The Ace of Cups in reverse is about the Holy Grail being poured out. You guys have a very profound change happening that is going to require an open heart. It's going to require you to kind of dive into those shadowy aspects of your heart space where ego says no. Where ego kind of tunes into our darker aspects of ourself. This is about letting go of resentment, you guys. So again, focusing on that ascended heart, really focusing on your ascended heart and being gentle with that transformation. Change is never easy, and really acknowledging our flaws is never an easy process. Okay. The Queen of Wands in reverse talks about stepping into your power. It's really important. What's changing is that a lot of you guys are going to have to be in a position where you are no longer passive. I don't know, something about shifting the legacy, shifting your DNA, shifting your ancestors. Your ancestors are really depending on you to stand up for what you believe in. Some of you are pouring out an offer because you feel somewhere along the lines that you're not good enough, or I don't know if I can do it, or there's a lot of self-doubt. One of the things I'll tell you about manifestation and about really creating a new reality, you have to take a leap of faith. And sometimes, it's not perfect. Sometimes we fail, but if you don't experience failure ever in your life, your ego will never get stronger in a good way. Like you'll never have that inner strength to change something in your life. You have to be comfortable. And I'm not saying that you have to change every single time. It's really good to have some kind of structure, some kind of foundation, especially with that Four of Wands here. So yes, there is an emphasis on home, on structure, foundation, creating a sense of stability within, but do not forget the importance of allowing yourself the freedom to do something different. If you guys are feeling called to it, which I feel you are, Allow yourself to transform. Make these changes that are necessary so you can open your arms to a legacy, because what's happening right now is your spirit guides are really aligning you with a legacy. This means you're going to have to exchange something for something better, and it's going to work in your favor. It's going to help bring a level of fruition, of a lot of abundance, and it's going to just elevate your frequency, and your ancestors are going to be very grateful for you, okay? Wonderful. So that's what I see happening, you guys. Lots of good stuff. Thank you for joining me, and let's see what else. Okay. Okay, let's talk pile 2. Let's see what is manifesting in your life. What is manifesting in your life? And let's see what is changing, what's happening right now. So a lot of you guys are very focused and determined on painting something from a blank canvas. So there's a lot of starting over. Some of you guys are Leo, Sag, Aries. I'm also getting a Libra here. There's a focus on design. There's a focus on really renewing something and changing something in your life. And there's a lot of strength behind it. There's like a lot of focus. But a big part of this is because some of you have recently, I'm hearing you've ended a contract. Something has ended in your life. And there's a fear of not being good enough. Something about fearing not being good enough, perfectionism. So there's such a determination right now to recreate this painting or recreate your life, okay? Right now, some of you are really focused on leadership. You want to step into a position of leadership. This could be at your job. This could be entrepreneurship. This could be anything involving where you are standing front and center. It could be within your family. It could be within your friendships. Okay, we do have stand up to the elements in reverse. And I feel like your stability right now, it feels a little bit like it's crumbling, or there's some weakness around the stability that you're standing on. So this, you know, what I find most amazing about this vision is the level of resiliency that you guys are standing on some kind of broken ground, and you're still focused on your painting. You are designing your future right now, pile 2. A lot of you guys are really focused on your future. You really have a sense of direction and where you're going, okay? Wow. Underneath you are growing a garden, and you're not even realizing it. A lot of you guys are growing and manifesting a new harvest, new gifts, new money, new outlets is what I'm hearing. We have ancestry and family. So there's a lot of hard work happening, okay? So yes, this is perfect. Focus. I mean, hello. That's exactly what it is. Guidance and direction. So I am getting the numbers 2 and 6. So a lot of this is very past life related. That number 2 also holds the frequency of partnerships, of healing, okay, of working with other people. But also the duality, right? The duality of yin yang, the shadow and light. So a lot of you guys are working through big parts of yourself here. Most recently, there has been a shift in terms of maybe dealing with codependency, or you've been dealing with an addiction, or there's something that you guys were heavily invested in, and it's like an aha moment. What's happening right now, you're really tuning into a high vibrational state of living, and you're saying, okay, you know what? I want to do something different. And I'm getting a lot of blues in my vision. So this is about spiritual wisdom, your communication to the divine, you know, your communication to God, to the creator, and your ability to create from creative writing, voicing your truth, poetry, blogging, anything where you are expressing is highly, highly encouraged right now. We have emotional flexibility, okay? There is a level of wanting to remove yourself from other people. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of hermit energy, like you guys may not want to collaborate. You're painting this huge portrait on your own. You feel like this is about you. Okay? You feel like a lot of this is really about where you're going, where you want to go, and you're focused on who you are and who you're becoming. Illumination. Some of you guys have a past life in Egypt. Okay, so there's a lot of Egyptian energy here. It's like you're trying to build your own pyramid, you know, like you're trying to recreate your own sense of legacy, your own sense of fruition in your life right now. So there is going to be a lot of creative energy for you, pile 2. There's a lot of painting, there's a lot of drawing. This could be literal, or this could just be metaphoric in terms of just having a lot of creativity in your life right now. So let's see, what changes are ahead for you? What do you need to know right now? What changes are ahead? Pile 2. Some of you guys, okay, there is an experience in your life right now, or something coming up that is going to feel a bit like a dead end. But the beauty of this vision is that you're scraping underneath the surface and you are finding something that is incredibly valuable. Like, I'm getting, it's worth a lot of money. So this represents your ability to see past the illusion. Just because something glitters doesn't mean it's gold. Just because something looks good on the outside, my love, it does not mean that it is worth your time, okay? So you're going to realize that something that did not pan out, a dead end, something that you felt very dissatisfied with, kind of salty, kind of like, ugh, you're going to see the value in, because it's going to actually show you the path to your riches. It's showing you, I'm hearing 8th house. Then when we think of the 8th house in astrology, we think about death and rebirth. We think about, you know, the transformation. For me, the 8th house, my own interpretation is it's like a phoenix energy where you really get to see your rise. I believe it's also the planet of enemies as well, like open enemies, but also past life connections, okay? And also any sexual, the way you deal with any kind of sexual energies as well. So we have lost lands, soul, memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So what you guys are moving through is very past life oriented. So it's almost like a memory bank. You're seeing it, you feel it, you know it. Something feels very familiar. If you guys are feeling alone right now, I want you to just trust that it's okay. You need to separate yourself from people who are distracting you, okay? So there's a need to be very honest with yourself and other people who are coming into your life. Are they benefiting you? Are they giving to you? Are they feeding this connection? Because what happens sometimes is that a lot of people who are empathic and givers, okay, end up in situations where they are overly giving for the sake of measuring their worth. And this is what I want you guys to focus on. Although I see a level of determination, this is where you need to be. Separate yourself from parasitic relationships, friendships, anything that has been latching on or taking from you, okay? So what's going on here? We have I'm sorry in reverse. So what is changing for you, pile 2? So, yeah, I'm getting like almost like a rope. You've been pulling rope with somebody and the rope finally like kind of disintegrated. It's falling apart and you're no longer pulling rope with this person. If you're not familiar with the pulling rope situation, it just means like a power struggle with somebody, you know? Maybe you're trying to pull at this person. You're trying to get something out of this, or you're trying to get them to see your perspective, and it's just not working. So right now, this is a good chance for you guys to shift your energies and start working on something new. We have, you got the love, okay? So we have defensiveness, righting past wrongs and uprooting in reverse. We have, you got the love, codependency, boundaries. See, again, the level of needing to, disconnect from the validation of other people. And I feel like you guys are doing it. It's like you're determined to do something right now. But, what's changing for you is this need to be validated. We have Messenger, Cyrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. Yeah, a lot of you guys, it's like there was a level of deflecting and projecting because you did not want to have to deal with your independence. But I am getting that there was a connection that ultimately snapped, or a situation that snapped. It could be work, you guys. It could be family. It could be anything. And you guys are like, this is it. You decided to focus, like very, very determined focus, movement forward, on saying, I know I'm loved, but I'm going to do this on my own. A lot of you guys need to be working on your own in terms of your projects. It does not mean be alone forever, but there's something about codependency to a Sagittarius specifically, Leo, Aries, but I'm also getting an Aquarius. There's too much of an attachment. And once you disconnect from this, you're actually going to get messages of being very balanced or becoming very balanced, which is beautiful, because this is going to shift your perspective, okay? So what do you need to know right now? Let's see. What do you need to know right now? Pile 2. Let's see. So what changes are ahead? Why don't we do opportunities? What opportunities? A lot of you guys are going to be traveling very soon. You're moving to calmer waters. There's travel. I'm hearing next month. There's going to be travel involved, movement involved. What gifts? What are your gifts? Pile 2. Let's see. Divine order and wisdom. Okay, I'm getting a lot of indigo energies as well. Some of you guys are taking on a path as a healer, or you're just learning new craft, like you're learning a new craft in terms of your spirituality. Okay, so here we have the gift here. We have the 2 of Wands, and then we have the Empress in reverse, and then we have the 7 of Wands and the Moon in reverse. So some of you have had an over-dependent connection with your mother, or there is an over-dependent connection to the feminine, or to needing other people to value you, needing other people to show you the way, needing other people to mother you, or kind of give you the kind of parenting that, maybe you gently have to tune into your own womb energy. This is something that I work on in therapy, and it's been a very challenging aspect, and I want to share this with you guys because I'm very sure it will help somebody out there. One of the things that you're going to face when you have some deep-rooted abandonment stuff, especially around the feminine, okay, is there is a need to have other people fulfill a motherly role, especially if you are a feminine and you have other feminines in your life. You're going to want them to be very maternal, and it's a very subconscious reaction to our own trauma and our own wounds. It's almost like we place the responsibility of other people parenting us because we are trying to compensate for what we did not get as a child. And we do this in adulthood. If we never come into a self-awareness about our projections, we continue this path, and we're constantly faced with, energies of feeling very codependent or needy. And depending on who you are, some people are comfortable with being needy and feeling a little bit dependent on others. Other people are not. So you see, when you feel like there's a conflict around needing people and you can't really stop it, it becomes excessively rigid. It becomes very... It becomes like a resentment. It's like you want people to give to you in a maternal way, but if you're not comfortable with the maternal energy, your feminine aspects, you then resent it. So I don't know, you guys, I'm getting a lot of conflict around friendships, around the way you've been dating. And it's all because there's an expectation for parenting here. And this is, again, very, very deep, very subconscious. So no shame, no guilt. We are working through. This is about Earth School, honey. We are here. We are learning. We are souls before we are, bodies. And so we have to get rid of shame in order to make changes. Because if we carry shame or we carry guilt around being who we are never going to master ourselves, okay? Shame is equivalent to ego. Where there's ego, we cannot change. There's rigidness. So take a deep breath and understand bits and pieces of yourself at your own pace, okay? Be gentle with yourself. This is not a race. This is not a race, okay? And acknowledge right now, the gift is acknowledging where in your life you're having a hard time moving forward because of these projections, okay? Or where in your life are you having a hard time because you're not giving yourself enough self-care, enough self-love. And there's a lot of, the gift is that you are protecting your beliefs, right? But I'm also getting, right now, you are moving through a serious level of self-mastery. You're coming out of this illusion. Whatever has happened so far, I'm getting a determination to shift your perspective. Maybe some of you guys, I'm getting that growing up, there was a lot of negativity around something you wanted to do in terms of your life purpose, but you knew in your heart, this is what I'm meant to be though. Like, this is what I'm meant to do. And now you're taking it upon yourself to say, you know what? I believe in my dreams. I don't care what anybody says. I believe in my dreams. And this is beautiful because you're really awakening to breaking generational patterns, okay? So you are going to be honoring what it is that you want to do in life. So let's go ahead and take a look at what changes are ahead for you. What changes are ahead for you? Some of you guys are no longer going to be in a place where your identity maybe was rooted with 3 other people in your life. Maybe you had 3 very important people, or 3 situations, or needing to combine your identity with so many experiences, so many people that weren't even you. And this happens when you're very empathic. You tend to kind of take on energy. You tend to become someone else, and you don't even realize it when it's happening. But this is in reverse. This is saying you're breaking out of this braid. You're no longer following, the path that other people want you to proceed in. You're like, I'm going to take it upon myself to take a stance. Yes. So what changes are ahead here? This is like big movement, you guys. A lot of you guys are shifting some serious energy. What changes are ahead here? Some of you guys are just coming out of a very, very, very intense wooded area with a lot of thorns. It's like a sense of self-mastery. You came out of this with minimal amount of bruises and scrapes. So wow, yes, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse, the 3 of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords, we have Awakening, and then the 3 of Cups in reverse. So a lot of you guys have been postponing your future because you have been too reliant on other people and their opinion, okay? So your self-mastery right now is going to be a catalyst, and it's going to propel you into major, major big shifts and movements in your life that revolve you becoming who you are as a separate identity than everyone else, okay? We have the 3 of Wands. You're letting go. Maybe you guys were working on something with other people, specifically maybe other women, or collaborating, and you're letting this go. You're no longer going to invest in collaborating. You're going to walk away from it, and you're becoming more self-aware. Some of you guys are taking it upon yourself to, go back to school, or you want to pursue a specific education in law, in justice, or social work, or, some kind of, I'm even getting architect, but there's something about designing in your life that you are choosing. So whether your parents are cool with it or not, a lot of you are saying, you know what? I need this for myself. I need this change for myself. The Awakening card this is a sign from your angels saying, yes, you are on path. So do not be afraid to leave your job behind right now. I'm not saying to just go up and leave your job. I'm saying do not be afraid to disconnect if you already know that this isn't working for you. Make sure you're taking calculated risks. Make sure that you are planning if that is comfortable for you. But I'm getting a lot of you guys are ready, but don't get distracted by other people. And also with the Judgment card, this is saying you're seeing things in a new light. You're really going to see things from a different perspective. And you know, kinship is beautiful when everyone is on path, when you feel supported, when you feel loved and cared for, but you are no longer, okay? It's like you're renewing yourself to become more independent, more powerful, a leader, okay? And you're no longer going to be in this codependent energy. So the changes ahead are you are going at something alone. And this is going to be big. For some, I'm getting like the culinary arts. I'm getting a lot of crafting, a lot of creativity. And you don't care who stands in the way anymore. You're like, I don't care about approval. This is what I want to do. So, wow, kudos to you. This is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Love, 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 love. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to pile 3. Okay, pile 3. What changes are ahead? What opportunities? Okay, so I'm getting like a snowball effect. So there's something about snow here, wintertime. Something is kind of overwhelming right now. Something is happening at like, it's like a simultaneous event, something. It's like, you know, when you hit the domino and it goes, it's like a ripple effect. Okay. So something here is really kind of bulldozing over a plan that you had. Okay. This is about a plan. This is about a mindset or something that you envisioned for yourself. It could be your emotions. It could be a lot of disappointment around your heart, okay? But we do have power and legacy. So when I think of the snow, I think of, you know, condensed, like a condensed amount of water, something that, like the whole evaporation system, you know, it's like, there's some fixed energies in your life right now that I want you guys to look at. Something within your heart needs to be looked over because you do have power and legacy here. So you guys are working on some serious ancestral healing. The dragon is very connected to an ascended master and an ascended soul. It's very powerful, very magical. It means you have the frequency of a healer and a magician at the same time. So right now, it's like this snowball is happening to show you where you are maybe creating hardships for yourself, because it's almost like you're very small in comparison to what is happening. We have charity and trust in reverse. That explains it, okay? I'm hearing cutting the cords, and I'm also having a vision of scissors. Some of you guys need some serious, gentle healing around your heart and around things that have been repressed for quite some time. Yeah, look at that water energy, rain. There's something here that has become frozen. And I'm getting that right now, a lot of you want to let it out, or you are letting it out. There's something about where you are in your life. You're becoming more mindful about your pain or your heart space. And this is going to be very important. Something about singing, you guys. I want you guys to sing. This will help you unblock your throat chakra, because I'm getting a level of having to be so strong for people for so long, my loves, that you have kind of forgotten yourselves. You know, you guys have not honored yourselves because you've been honoring everyone else. And maybe there is some trauma around your lineage, you guys, okay? There is a need to revisit, talk to your ancestors, talk to, your ancestors, pray to them and see what it is that you can do in your life to break generational traumas, because I feel this is what this is all about. Some of you have definitely raised yourself in your life. You've had a very hard childhood where you had to raise yourself. You had to bring a level of awareness for yourself. But whatever you are moving through right now, something is very ice cold. Something is very rigid. I'm hearing rigid patterns and belief systems. So your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, create accountability. Exactly. You guys are, if you have been having a hard time seeing the results to your manifestation, it's not because you're doing anything out of the ordinary or, oh my God, I'm cursed. No, this is because you have closed yourself off to your divinity. You have closed yourself off to the divine and to love and to the creator, to God. And one of the things that always happens to me prior to healing is I get very emotional. I open my heart. Every time I heal someone, my heart opens. And it's a beautiful experience because then I feel completely connected to the divine again. But as you see here, some of you have created so many walls in your heart, like you have pushed people out, or you have pushed your blessings that your ancestors have given you out of fear, or you're moving through mistrust and you're trying to trust yourself, but there's a lot of doubt. This is also saying, remember that no one else is in charge of your happiness. And this is something I had to learn the hard way. I was a codependent for a really long time. I could not do anything by myself, or I just always felt like it was so hard for me, to be accountable. I didn't want to see myself in a dark light, or I just didn't want to see my flaws, And a lot of this ended up growing into some resentment because I kept feeling like people around me were mirroring things that I didn't like about myself, but I didn't know how to accept, right? This was like my early mid-20s. And I remember in therapy, I did a lot of this with him as well. Like I would project a lot of my inability to accept his constructive criticism. And a big part of that was because I didn't want to see that part of myself. I didn't want to surrender to the reality. So he would say something about, we would talk about me being late, for instance, me being late to my appointment all the time. And he was trying to, we got real psychological about the reason of why I'm late. Right? Subconsciously, I know at least the minimum is that I've always had a thing about authority. I don't like people kind of, specifically men in charge really bothered me growing up. So that was something we talked about, right? And that was something that was so hard, you guys. I'm sharing this with you because I hope it really, really brings a sense of understanding with your own behavior here. I could not accept the fact that he called me out on why I was late, on the reality of why I was late. Like we really dove into the layers of the psyche, the subconscious of why I was doing what I was doing. And it took me, I swear, it took me 2 sessions and a lot of self-reflection, a lot of honesty, a surrendering the ego to realize that he's right. And it wasn't about being right. It was just, I didn't want to see that about myself. I didn't want to see this aspect. And this is a very human thing. Okay. This is not to be shamed. Like we all do it. We all protect our ego because, who wants to see who wants to see the negativity in ourselves, right? Like we don't want to see that. We can't, some of us don't just have the strength for that. And you have to develop it here with this canvas here. Your life is a canvas. Really acknowledge where in your life you are creating these snowballs because you have an abundant paradise right behind a lot of these avalanches that are happening in your life. Okay. So I'm hearing perfectionism. Get rid of perfectionism. If you guys have been obsessing over things being perfect, let go and release control. Okay. One of the things we do, I want you guys to really, really see that your perfectionism can actually be applied in a positive way. Look at how to, add this into a daily routine that can actually enhance your productivity if that's the case. There's always a place for our strengths and our weaknesses, okay? Our weaknesses do not have to be negative. We can actually use them to amplify our manifestation. It's like we can create, a negative experience and manifest money from it. I mean, I'm serious. I want you guys to look into the law of attraction. It's changed my life because now when I get irritated on the road or someone's cutting me off or I'm in a bad place, I shift and transmute that negative energy and I swear I make it mine. I say, okay, I'm going to take this negative experience or this feeling and I'm going to manifest myself a free coffee. Okay, I'm going to just really use this agitation in my heart right now. And I'm going to visualize my barista giving me a free coffee. And it's worked already twice. So believe and you shall receive. I am not joking. We have messenger. We have bringing harmony and balance. Okay. The messages from the divine, okay? Excuse me for my rant, but I hope whoever that resonated for, you take it with you if it resonates and hopefully it helps. We do have you are for everyone in reverse. And then we have trust timing. So yes, there's something along the path of needing to forgive wherever you felt left out in the cold, wherever people pushed you out, or wherever, a relationship didn't work, you felt slighted. Because what I'm seeing is there's a lot of things happening, changing in your life, but you're going to have to something needs to come apart before you can reestablish some kind of order. And you have to do this graciously because what's falling apart needs to fall apart. Yeah. So let's see what are the opportunities there for you? I'm getting a lot of circles for you guys. Okay. I'm getting a lot of circles. So this is about karmic contracts, ending and beginning, positive manifestation, things boomeranging right now, like things are coming back in a good way. You are going to receive rewards. You have to keep your mind positive and work on your self-esteem, you guys. Work on your self-esteem, okay? So we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Overgiving. Some of you guys have been, apologizing for being who you are, or you feel shameful about something. There's been a lack of people giving to you, and maybe this is creating some hardness in your heart. Maybe this is creating some kind of resentment for you. Maybe this is making you feel as if, what is the point of being generous, or what is the point of giving if people are going to do this? So what's really happening right now? Pile 3. Let's see. Pile 3. Yeah. Yeah. Again, there's something about communication. I don't know if you guys went through something where you felt really left out, unsupported. Maybe you guys broke up with friendships or a partner. People are not really appreciating who you are. There's a lot of judgment here. And it's hard on you. I don't know why I'm getting, you guys are very empathic. I'm getting someone who you've had such a hard time being yourself. And the moment you give it a shot to go out there and be yourself, you feel shamed. Okay. So don't let life harden you. Don't let it close your heart. Okay. Because you guys are really beautiful and very self-expressive, free-spirited. The world needs you. What's going on here for pile 3? Transformation in pile 3. And what are the gifts? Wow. What are the gifts? Some of you guys have had, a serious relationship with a divine counterpart, or it could be a partner. It could be anybody, a husband, wife. And this person, I'm getting a divine counterpart here though. So what opportunities do you have, pile 3? This person left like some iciness in your heart, okay? This connection or the way things kind of went down really left you jaded, okay? Something about this, what are the opportunities? It left you feeling cold, or it left you feeling like you were abandoned or you weren't good enough. I'm getting there's a lot of judgment from this person, from a Leo, Sag, Aries. There was a lot of not giving to you, not communicating to you, not treating you with respect, not really balancing out the connection. This feels like a twin flame, you guys, with that 2 of Cups in reverse. There's some harshness. And a lot of you guys were just here like, really? I'm just trying to give my heart. I'm just trying to, be a healer in your life. I'm just trying to heal with you. So this was very painful, and I do feel like it's creating some very icy cold energy within your psyche. I do not want you to let this turn you cold. No one is worth changing who you really are. No situation is worth closing your heart. No person is worth closing your heart. This is where we create alchemy. This is where we transmute. We use our pain into a resource and tool to elevate ourselves without allowing ourselves to become closed, okay? So we have the Queen of Pentacles here as a transformation. You guys are really healing. You're healing your heart. You're reconstructing the idea of relationships and home. And now you're becoming a feminine of power and money and status. A lot of you guys are going to be elevating yourself completely. Like, you are going to be doing something so different. So I'm hearing out of range, like you never thought this was going to be a possibility. Some of you guys are even headed towards some kind of publicity or fame. And it's all because this person pushed you towards yourself, to love yourself more. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Okay. Someone here, the transformation within yourself is you are going to get an offer. And I feel this is work related. For some of you, this is going to be a relationship or a new offer from a water sign in love. And right around the same time, you are going to have your divine counterpart come back with an apology, with an I'm sorry, because you guys are moving through some serious karma. I'm hearing some karmic lessons that are really agitating, and it feels depleting. I don't know why I heard the word depleting, like you feel exhausted. And ultimately, you're like, you know what? Some of you guys are just going to turn your back on this offer. I don't know why you have such a focus and determination on headed towards a new chapter in your life. But the transformation is you are becoming more resilient. You are becoming more in tune with your manifestation. And most of all, you are softening the heart. It takes a lot of strength to be soft, okay? It takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of work to keep your heart intact in a situation where you're constantly feeling wounded by other people. But this is how you elevate yourself. And it's almost like you're going to teach other people how to do this too. Something about meditation, you guys. Some of you guys are going to be meditating, or you're teaching meditation. You're going to be teaching yoga. You're moving. You're going to be very in tune with the healing aspects of your life. Everything will expand. There's going to be big levels of expansion. I'm getting sponsorships. I'm getting an awakening of your own limitations. You're going to realize, wow, I really have been limiting myself. This person was a blessing because their rejection was actually a redirection into your own success. So thank them, okay? You got to thank them. The High Priestess talks about you really becoming more in tune with your spiritual power, with, a sacred space. This person may have activated your awakening, and maybe some of you guys are starting to have visions. You're having dreams or clairvoyant, aspects are showing up, or you guys are just really becoming more reflective, and you're respecting yourself, you're honoring yourself, and you're becoming feminine from a place of not needing to show this off anymore. You're okay with being cloaked. I say cloaked because the high priestess is cloaked, and you're okay with learning from, the Torah. You're learning higher wisdom, and you're not being out there with it. You're okay with just saying, hey, I'm cool with my coin, and I'm cool with my, my occult wisdom, learning the esoteric, learning astrology, learning my gifts, learning my power, and I don't need that validation that I used to. And the best thing, you guys are really gonna see. You see how the high priestess here is holding a flower, and then there's a butterfly next to it. The flower looks like it's dying and wilting, but right next to it, the butterfly is blooming. So you're going to see that there's going to be a part of you that might, die in metaphoric speech here. And then that butterfly is going to be you blossoming a full new identity. Wow. That's so beautiful, you guys. Okay, perfect. So I hope that helped. Let me know if it resonates. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll talk soon. Bye.